I took Nia on our first official date, though I pretended it wasn't a big deal. I kept telling myself it was just two people hanging out, but my palms were sweating like I was a fresh recruit in front of the elders. I chose a quiet cafe near the outskirts of Umoja, simple and hidden, far enough from places where patrols from my kingdom might pass by. I didn't need any Mulinzi showing up and bowing in front of me while I was trying to act normal. Then Nia arrived. Yellow dress, bright smile, and just like that my brain forgot how to function. My hyena instincts practically wagged their tail, and I had to remind myself not to lean in and sniff the air around her like a fool. I kept breathing slowly, counting in my head, hoping she couldn't see how shaken I was. We ate samosas and talked about anything and everything. Or rather, she talked, and I nodded like a mesmerized idiot because my heartbeat was louder than my thoughts. Every time she laughed, that strange fated pull tugged at my chest again, the one I wasn't supposed to feel for a human. Then the wind shifted. I froze. Beneath the smell of spices and frying oil, a foul scent slithered in. Rotten fur, blood, bone claw, my enemies, my kingdom's oldest threat, and now following me. I didn't turn my head. I just scanned the edges of the cafe with my senses. A spy, watching, testing me, testing how far the Mukoma's son would go to protect a human girl. My hyena surged up so fast I almost lost grip. My muscles trembled, my vision flickered, and I felt my eyes burn with that golden glow I couldn't hide once it started. Claws ached to break free. My jaw tightened until my teeth felt like they shift. Then Nia reached out and touched my hand. Her fingers were warm, soft, grounding. "Baraka, are you okay? You look like you're fighting something." For a moment, I truly was. My beast wanted out to chase the bone claw spy, to tear shadows apart to protect her. I forced myself to swallow, to breathe, to drag the hyena back into silence. I tried to laugh, but it came out shaky. "Maybe the tea was too strong," I said, sounding like a terrible liar. She didn't press. Instead, she gave my hand a small squeeze, gentle, but strong enough to keep me anchored. "You don't have to tell me everything," she said softly, "but I want you to know I'm here. Whatever it is, I'm not going anywhere." Those words hit harder than any elder's warning. Behind us, I caught the bone claw spy slipping deeper into the shadows, probably racing off to report that the future Mukoma was breaking every ancient rule, falling for a human. Let them talk. Right now, all I cared about was Nia's hand holding mine, and the truth I knew I would soon have to tell her. I was just getting used to the idea of having a double life that didn't immediately collapse on my head when everything went wrong in one night. I had dropped Nia home after our date, still feeling that warm, dangerous glow she left in my chest. I told myself I'd head back to the kingdom for a quick check-in with the elders, maybe pretend I was taking my royal duties seriously for once, but something tugged at me, a gut feeling, the kind my hyena never ignored. So I circled back toward her neighborhood, keeping to the shadows, pretending I was just being cautious. The truth was simpler. I just wanted to know she was safe. That's when I smelled it. Rotten fur again, bone claw. Before I could even think, I heard Nia scream. I sprinted, tearing through fences, leaping over walls, following her scent like a wildfire. And then I saw her cornered near her gate, a rogue crouched low, fangs out, eyes glowing with that feral madness Bone Claw was known for. He lunged. I didn't have time to think, hide, or calculate consequences. Instinct took over. I jumped. Midair, the shift slammed into me like a storm. Bones stretching, muscles exploding, fur tearing through skin. My vision sharpened, my senses roared awake, and I landed not as Baraka the Boda rider, but as Baraka, heir to the hyena kingdom, massive, fanged, and furious. I hit the rogue so hard he tumbled across the yard like a discarded tire. He snarled and tried to scramble up, but one warning growl from me made him freeze. Then he turned tail and fled, disappearing into the darkness with yelps of fear. When the danger was gone, the world went quiet. Too quiet. I turned slowly. Nia stood there, hands trembling, chest rising and falling fast, staring at me, at all of me, my full hyena form, the glowing eyes, the dark mane, the claws still wet with the rogue's scent. I braced myself for the screaming, the running, the fainting, something dramatic, anything. But she didn't move. Instead, she took one small, careful step toward me. Baraka, her voice shook, but she held steady. "It's you, isn't it?" I expected my beast to retreat, but instead he leaned toward her, drawn by her calm, her scent, her ridiculous bravery. I forced myself back into my human form, slowly, painfully, not wanting her to be overwhelmed. Moments later, I was kneeling in front of her, shirt torn, breath heavy. "I'm sorry," I said, voice rough. "I never wanted you to see me like that." She crouched down too, her hand hovering for a moment before resting gently on my cheek. "You saved my life," she whispered. "Whatever you are, thank you." And just like that, all the fear I had carried for days melted into something warm and terrifyingly hopeful. She didn't run. She stayed. She chose to stay. I didn't expect the next part to be easy. Honestly, I thought I'd spend the whole night begging Nia not to faint, scream, or call the police on me. But once she helped me sit up and guided me inside her gate, she waited, calm, curious, like I'd just told her I had an extra job, not an extra form. I took a long breath. "Nia, there's something you deserve to know, everything." She nodded slowly. "Okay, I'm listening." Listening, as if the words I was about to say were normal. "I'm not just what you saw," I began. "I'm part of a kingdom, a real one, hidden under Nairobi National Park and the surrounding forests, the Hyena Kingdom." Her eyebrows lifted, but she didn't flinch. "My father is the Mukoma," I continued, "a king, and I'm supposed to take over one day. That rogue who attacked you, he was from the Bone Claw clan. They hate my family, they hate our people, and now they're hunting me because I've been spending time with you." She blinked once, twice, then crossed her arms. "So you're a prince?" "Well, yes." "And a Boda rider?" "Yes." "And a werehyena?" "Yes." Silence. I braced myself for the meltdown. Instead, Nia let out a long sigh, shook her head and said, "Baraka, why do you say it like it's 3 different people? It's all just you." I stared at her, actually confused. "You're not scared?" "Of the giant hyena that saved me? No." "You're not shocked?" She shrugged. "I mean, I'm shocked, but panicking won't help. And besides," she paused, her cheeks warming slightly, "I still like you." For a moment, I swear my heart forgot how to beat. "You what?" "You heard me," she nudged my shoulder gently. "Even with the claws, and the glowing eyes, and the royal responsibilities, and the way you pretend you don't know you're attractive." My hyena inside me practically somersaulted. I rubbed the back of my neck, trying not to grin like an idiot. "I thought you'd run." She took a small step closer, looking up at me with calm certainty. "If you want to tell me more, I'll listen. If staying close to you puts me in danger, we'll face it together. Just don't shut me out, Baraka." I didn't know what fate had planned for us, but in that moment, I knew one thing for sure. Nia accepted me, not in spite of what I was, but including it. And that was more powerful than any royal title I carried. I should have known the elders wouldn't sit quietly after everything that happened. Boneclaw attacking a human, me shifting in front of her. That kind of drama spreads through the kingdom faster than gossip in a beauty salon. By morning, every Mulinzi and council elder probably knew I had broken half the ancient rules and cracked the other half. So when 2 royal guards showed up at my door at dawn, bowing stiffly and saying the elders requested the presence of the human girl, I knew things were about to explode. I rushed to Nia's place, ready to beg her not to come, but she was already waiting outside her gate with crossed arms, a backpack, and a look that said, "Let them try me." "Nia, you don't have to." "I'm going," she said, zipping up her bag. "Someone has to make sure you don't get yourself banished." Honestly, I had never been more terrified or proud. We took the hidden path into the kingdom, down through old caves, warm tunnels lined with bioluminescent stones, and into the vast underground city carved beneath Nairobi. My people watched from every corner as we passed, whispering, sniffing, staring at Nia like she was a rare animal that somehow wandered into the wrong zoo. She didn't flinch. In fact, she walked like she was touring Uhuru Park on a Sunday afternoon. When we finally reached the great den, the council hall where the elders waited, the atmosphere was thick enough to chew. 12 elders sat in a semicircle, dressed in ceremonial cloaks, eyes glowing faintly with their hyena nature. My father, the Mukoma, sat at the center, expression unreadable. Nia stepped beside me, chin high, hands steady. One of the elder mamas leaned forward. "Human girl, do you understand who stands beside you? Do you understand the danger you bring by being here?" Nia nodded politely. "Yes, I do." Another elder frowned at her. "And yet you walk into our kingdom without fear." She shrugged. "Fear won't change anything, and Baraka saved my life. If I'm here, it's because your enemies attacked me first." I swear some of the elders almost choked. The Mukoma's eyes narrowed, not angrily but thoughtfully. You show loyalty to him, he said, even after seeing what he truly is. I didn't fall for the Boda rider, she replied calmly. I fell for the man, the rest I can handle. The room went silent. My hyena puffed up with pride. So did the human part of me, which honestly didn't know whether to cheer or hide. Juma, who had been standing behind me like a strict Mulinzi ready to body slam anyone who looked at Nia the wrong way, whispered, Bro, I think she just impressed your father. He wasn't wrong. The Mukoma nodded slowly. Your bravery is unusual for a human, and your loyalty unexpected. We will watch you closely, but for now you have earned a cautious respect. Nia bowed her head respectfully, then nudged me with her elbow and whispered, Was that good? Good. She just walked into the hyena kingdom, faced the council, defended me, and left them speechless. I whispered back, Nia, they kind of like you. She grinned, then I'm doing something right. And with that, the kingdom that had always felt like a cage suddenly felt a little more like home.